Welcome my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated. It's Mary Jane. Let's talk about Black Ink Crew Chicago season 4 episode 9. We see Ryan. He done brung out the star. He done brung out the queen. He done brung out Nicki Minaj. And we see Phor. He got London on the track doing scenes with him. We got Nicki Minaj doing scenes with Phor and Ryan. And we have another star that's an actor that's from Chicago. I was like, oh no. But we also get to see that Cobra feelings are hurt. She feels betrayed by her team, by her crew members, because she bonded with them last season. Last season, they was her dudes. They was her girls, especially she was going through depression, going through all the emotions, losing her father, everything. And now they won't even give her a booth. Her own booth. They give it to Reese. I was like, whoa, that's how it be sometimes. People forget you exist, especially when you bounce. I was like, damn, Lily, you ain't gonna make sure Cobra got a booth? She left her apartment to you so you can live and stay there, have somewhere to live? Because we know you can't put it in your name, Lily. So I was like, whoa. So let's get started. We got Phor. He's in LA with guess who? None other than Ryan. Because, you know, Phor needs some protection. He needs somebody around him, somebody with him. Because, you know, last season when the cousin came through and was like, oh, I'm related to you, Phor. He was all falling all over her and was like, this is my new family member. And, you know, Don had to step in, was like, nah. This is fake. This is fugazi. And, you know, Nikki had to step in and say, no, this is fake. This is fugazi. And so, you know, Phor is kind of immature, but I think he's immature, or he hasn't really developed fully yet. He doesn't really act his age yet, because I just think where he grew up, you know, he grew up in a domestic violence situation. He grew up with poverty. He grew up hard, you know. So sometimes it takes, you know, people sometimes a longer time to develop and grow. But it seems like he's doing good. He's doing well. And I was just like, that's good. It was good to see Ryan and Phor chilling in LA, chilling in California, riding around, just looking good, looking like new money, looking like brand new money. So they end up going to London on the Track's location, his house. You know, London on the Track, he got all his staff members sitting there, whatever. It's so good. London on the Track was like, yo, if I didn't see you at Summer Jam, summer game, summer something, what's the name of summer something that they have, game something, whatever it is that they have in Chicago. He was like, if I didn't see you there rocking the stage, we wouldn't even have this relationship. So it seems like Phor owes, you know, Charmaine a little bit more respect. He needs to put some spec on her name and have her back, because she helped create this opportunity. And he said if it wasn't for Charmaine, he wouldn't have been on Big Game. I think it's Big Game or whatever, Game Big or something like that. And so, you know, Ryan just looking at, you know, London on the Track's assistants, he's looking at them like, it looks like Ryan's looking at them like, damn, I need to upgrade. I need a woman that got a business that, you know, that's running things. He looked like he was like, you know, but, you know, I think Ryan just really wasn't, and he was just in awe of the situation, just to be there in Los Angeles, to be in there in California, LA, wherever they was, and just to be around people that are doing something just like he is, and just to see the three brothers together that's trying to make it in this game, in this industry, and, you know, trying to make that good money, that new money, that big money, and putting each other on and helping each other out. That was good to see too as well. So it's all good. And London on the Track, his earring he had in his ear, I don't know what was going on with that earring, but that earring was way too much. He was overdoing it. He was just like too much, too much all day with that earring. I was like, what's going on? Then we go back to Chicago. We got Charlotte, we got Charmaine. She's in the shop. You know what I mean? She's talking about how her boyfriend, when he has sex with her, he plays with her feet, he pulls her feet, he does whatever. She's talking about getting her feet sucked, her toes sucked, her feet lipped, and she's asking Lily and Danielle how they feel about that. Do they have that done to them? And, you know, Don is sitting upstairs like, oh goodness, what is going on? We really having this conversation? He's like, damn, where are the dudes at? Where's Phor? Where's Don? Where my people's at? And so he's feeling like, and then guess who walks up in the shop? None other than Cobra. Cobra walks up in the shop, and she's with Van, and she was like, I got some news. You know, Cobra always got the news. She's like, I got some news. Ryan done just made the, you know, the city newspaper, and, you know, he's being, you know, charged with, and not charged with this, but they're saying that he vandalized, he had a shotgun, he did this, he's on video camera and all this other stuff. And she's just like, this is way too much. And then Charmaine is also in the same article. Charmaine Charmaine's trying to deny that she said anything negative about Ryan or she was snitching on Ryan or anything like that. She said she was just doing, they asked her some questions and she thought that it was for like businesses supporting other businesses. She didn't know they was going to use her statement and that. So that's what she said. It don't look like it. And we know Charmaine got an axe to grind with Ryan. But Ryan's the same dude that paid her car note when it got towed, right? He got her car back from repo. Like, I don't think she'll snitch on him, but who knows? And, you know, hey, she was like, it's a newspaper, it was reporters, it was media. This is what I do, baby. Charmaine's too much. And so, you know, Lily was like, I don't care. You do the crime, you do the time. Like, oh, that's your fault. You're going to do some silly shit, then that's on you. She ain't feeling it either. And Van ain't feeling it. Van was like, I don't know what Ryan's going to do. That's on him, man. He messed up. He made the mistakes. He got to pay for it, you know. I was just like, so they ain't got no love. And Don is sitting up there. He's just chilling. Like, you know, Don, Phor, and Ryan are still close. They still got a relationship going on. So he's just like, he don't know what to say because, you know, and then that's when, you know, Van was like, yo, there's cameras all the way around here. There's video recording, video cameras everywhere. Like, you know, so it seems like that could have been the reason why the owners didn't want to renew the lease with Loyal Inc. or, you know, 9 Meg because, you know, his building is all messed up. So why would he renew a lease with the new people's coming in that is originally a part of 9 Meg? So that could be one of the reasons too. And that's what, Van was saying, like, you know, a couple episodes ago. So I was just like, oh, that could be a reason why. And there's video cameras everywhere. And, you know, Van is like, yo, Ryan's posting up Instagram pictures all over the place of what he's doing and everything. So ain't nobody snitched on him. So in between time, Ryan thinks that they're snitching on him. And he's out in LA like he's on a run, like he's running away. But he don't really care. And so the incident happened January 31st, 2017. But Ryan is just like, whatever. So I don't know. I guess VH1 did some talking to the people in the building, like, let them film here, please. Let Loyal Inc. stay. I don't know what went down with that situation. But Ryan was really posting videos on Instagram of him painting over 9 Meg. And so I guess Ryan could say that was a BB gun in his hand, and he could say them bullet holes, them gunshot holes in the wall, are they're just decoration because we from the hood. I don't know. So the Popos is looking for Ryan for some questions. They want to interview his ass, and so. It was like they got video. They got Ryan walking with a gun. Ryan is just way too much. He was in his feelings. He was hurt. If this is actually true, he was feeling some type of way, knowing he knows there's cameras and everything. He was hurt. He just wanted to stick it to him. He wanted to show him that he wasn't playing, and he was really hurt. So. And Charmaine was like, no, I was just doing a press release. I didn't know it had anything to do with Ryan. Do you believe Charmaine? I don't know if I believe her. And so, moving on from that. Ryan's moving back to, you know, California, LA. Ryan is like, he's about to do his pop-up shop. I'm like, yo, you know, Ryan got people in LA. He got his fans standing outside, you know, with cameras, taking pictures and clapping, just like Kenya Moore fans were, you know, in New York protesting in front of Bravo's building. And so Ryan just like, when he got out the car, he was like, oh. And so then Ryan meets one of his old school friends from Chicago that's making it and doing it well, and they're happy. They chop it up. It's all good. Ryan is doing tattoos. He's selling, you know, merchandise. He's taking pictures, and then he gets a call, and he finds, I think he don't get the call then and there, but he talks about, oh yeah, they're over there talking about me over there at the shop. You know, they're dropping dimes on me to the police. You know, I don't even care about that, man. The police could be looking for me all they want. I'm here, man. See, I'm here. It's like, Ryan, you way too much. You acting a little bit immature too right now with this bullshit. Like, this is just way too much. I think all y'all need to get back together. Just, you know, chop it up again. You know, apologize and get it going again. Because you guys are all team too much. And so he does his tattoo. He does his thing. He's happy or whatever. So then we get to, you know, we get back to Chicago. Everybody's up in the shop chilling. Not everybody, but it's Lily, it's Danielle, and it's Charmaine. And and Don is there too. No, not Don, Van is there too. And so, you know, Reese was like, I got a customer coming in because Charmaine is showing her breast because she's trying to get some customers. And that's when, you know, Reese was like, yo, listen, I got a customer coming in, but I need somewhere to tattoo. And then Danielle was like, she's just the receptionist. This is what Lily was mad about, that Danielle, you know, be calling shots and she's just the receptionist. Danielle was like, well, won't you just take Phor's booth, you know, he's not here, he's gone, whatever. And everybody agreed, and then no one said anything. No one thought about Cobra or nothing. Cobra comes in. Cobra sees that, you know, Reese is going into the shop to going into one of the booths to tattoo, whatever. And then she was like, then she finds out that Reese got a booth or whatever. She's taking over Phor's booth, and she was like, and so Cobra was like, oh, that bitch, this and that. How's she coming here? Nobody's even know her. But first, before then, Cobra was like, yo, listen, does anybody know anything about this girl, Reese? So anybody do any research on her? Do anybody know any skeletons, anything on her? So I guess we're going to see some skeletons come out the closet for Reese. And, what's going to be in Reese's closet? What can be that bad compared to all the stuff that's been going on in this shop? What can Reese record, or what could she have done to be so bad unless she's still in robs like the places she worked for? So anyways, Cobra was like, and that bitch gets a booth, you know what I mean? Blah, blah, blah. I've been here for like a year and change. I leave and I come back. You got the 5 amigos or whatever she was saying. She was like, you got them coming, and you know, you guys are supposed to have my back. Nobody even think about me. I don't even get a booth. Y'all, you guys don't got my back, and all this other stuff, where Lily should really have your back because you let her stay in your apartment when you was gone. So she should really have your back. And they all said they love you, kumbaya. Even when you walked in the door, who hugged you? None other than Van. He hugged you. And then Reese heard her. She heard her being called a bitch. That it was from Cobra. She steps. I was like, who you calling a bitch? Little feisty thing, you know. Reese is Native American, and she says she's mixed with Native American. I don't know if it's true, but if she got some of that Cherokee, she got some of that Blackfoot in her, she got some of that Pequot in her, she's ready to fight Cobra. And you know, Cobra got a black eye from, you know, Lily, and Lily done gave Charmaine a black eye. So I don't know if Cobra can actually fight, but Cobra, you know, goes up to, you know, Reese and was like, you know, get out of here. She was pushing her out the shop, but Reese didn't stop punching her, hitting her, or anything like that. She's trying to push her out the shop. She's trying to throw her out. Cobra, you never see Cobra get amped like that. Cobra must be going through some things. Some things must have happened down there in Texas, and she's fighting for her spot. I don't know why, because Cobra can tattoo her ass off. And so she's pushing Reese out the shop. She's pissed. She's just pushing her like, come on. You know when somebody just push you out somewhere, like, go. She's pushing her out the door. Then Don runs in and he jumps in. He was like, yo, this gotta stop. But I mean, Van runs in and he was like, no, this gotta stop. We can't be doing this. This is messed up. We can't be having this. We need to sit down and talk like human beings and be normal, man. All we had to do was figure something out. And this is what we gonna do. What we gonna do is, you know, Cobra, you can take my booth. Reese, you can take, you know, Phor's booth, and me and you, Lily, will switch out back and forth with Ryan's booth. And so that's all we have to do is have a conversation like adults. I was like, damn, Van, you done jumped in and you squashed the beef and you handling, you was acting like an adult. But how come you didn't do that between Charmaine and Danielle and Lily? How come you didn't jump in? How come you didn't stop the argument? How come you didn't figure out something then? How come you didn't separate them? How come you didn't get, you know, Lily off of, you know, Charmaine and Danielle? You know what I mean? Like, you came in, you broke it up, and you was trying to put it together, yelling and screaming, talking about people to be adults and own up. You're not tired of this. But you didn't do that for Charmaine. That's supposed to be your girl, girl. But anyways, so he squashed the beef, but the beef is still not squashed because, you know, Reese and Cobra still going back and forth saying like you little sly remarks, and Cobra feeling a certain type of way. She's not happy with the bullshit because she's feel like she's being betrayed and she's being played, and they're all, you know, sucking up to Reese and want to be on Reese's team. But we see that Reese feels that Charmaine and Lily are too sensitive. You know, she ain't feeling them all like that. They might think she's feeling them, but she said that they sensitive. Like, you know, she was like, you know, she wants her booth. So, but she does get her booth, so it's all good. Don breaks it up. I mean, Van breaks it up, so it's cool or whatever. But we don't really see Don really this much this episode. But next episode, we're going to see him. And it's going to go down. But I don't know if I'm going to have the review up because I'm going out of town for the day. So I was just like, oh no. So then we have, Phor. He's in the studio in London. That studio is so freaking beautiful. So he's at the studio with London on the track, and London was like, yo, we're gonna lay down you're gonna make 4 hooks, and we're gonna go through the 4 hooks or 5 hooks or whatever, and then from there we're gonna pick the one that's the best, and then after that we just gonna finish that song up. And so Phor is in the studio, he's rapping and he's doing his thing, and he keep messing up, or he's messing up to London on the track. London on the track is not feeling it, and he's like, stop, start over. Phor is like, yo, listen, man, I just need some time to, like, get my shit together. Like, I'm gonna blah, blah, blah. And so, but it also seems like, London on the track is acting up too. Because, last episode, London on the track said to Phor when he called, he goes, I'm not used to babysitting no man. I'm not used to babysitting. Yo, come out here, come out to LA. Then he asked Phor for his excuse why he didn't come through. And then I thought, but I get in the studio and he's just like, wow, hard on him. But I guess he's being hard on him. But it seems like he's emasculating, Phor, but that's just probably how it goes in the studio, where you get it right, because Phor probably doesn't have that much experience on this type of professional level. And the studio, Phor may be in the studio, but this is way much more pressure, and Phor is just trying to get it together. And then on top of that, they end up going to the club, and we have Nikki. She's coming to town with, she got her lingerie, she got her flowers, she got her candles, she's lighting them up, she's gonna surprise her man. And it was funny, not funny, but it was just like crazy for Nikki to say that the reason why she was really upset that Phor was bouncing, because she thought he was going to leave and never come back, or he was going to turn his back or never look back or whatever. And Nikki does suffer from abandonment issues because she had a rough childhood and she's been abandoned. So it also makes sense why Phor and Nikki are together, because they both had really tough, difficult childhood. So anyway, so now she's back, she's in her lingerie, white on black, and she's doing her thing. She's waiting for her man to come home. I did like her red hair, and she's waiting for him to come home, but he's at the club, he's chilling, he's doing his thing with London. London pulls Phor to the side and was like, yo, everything's good or whatever. And London, and then Phor was like, yeah, everything's good, London was like, okay, I just want to make sure, because I like to see how people act once I press them and once I'm on them, if they can take him. Like, yo, all the language that London on the track has used this episode has been really suspect. But I know he's just being about his business, and he's putting Phor on, and this is a big deal to be working with London on the track. Is London on the track still, London on the track is still hot, right? I don't know. So anyways, because he's on this show premiere, I was like, damn, him and Phor must really be cool. Or, they just doing all types of promo. With Nicki Minaj is doing promo. They're chilling. It's VH1. You know what I mean? So it's all good. And so they have that little conversation. Phor was like, nah, like, I like the way that you on me. I like the way you pressing me. It's all good. Like, nothing but love, nothing but respect. And on the other hand, Ryan is getting a phone call. He's told that the police came to his shop looking for him. The Pope pose is looking for Ryan. Ryan's out in LA chilling, running from the police. That's the way they're making it seem. Ryan done been talked to the police before he filmed, because they would have arrested him long time ago. So we'll see how all that plays out. And then Ryan feeling like, oh, they snitching on me. They down there running their mouth every chance they get. They talking about Ryan did this, Ryan did that. Of course, you done messed up their shop. And they have to I don't know if the management fixed it, or did they have to pay to help fix it? The VH1 pay to fix it? I don't know. And so moving on from that situation, Ryan is like, I know that Charmaine's out there doing that, blah blah blah. And then you have Phor, he's in his confessional. He said he doesn't believe anybody from the shop actually snitched on Ryan, or actually trying to put Ryan behind bars. It's not even like that. And Phor just want everybody really to come back together. I do too, Phor. Believe me, I want all y'all to be in one damn shop again. And it'll be nice, because you got all this going on, so it'll be cool. So anyways, Phor is getting back home to the crib, and guess what? Nikki she screams and shit, and some glass drop or whatever, and she's just like, Ryan was like, who's that? Ryan's looking all weird, and Ryan got a whole big bottle of Hennessy. Ryan's just chilling with the Hennessy. And so just walk around with a bottle of Hennessy, drinking it out. So, and you know, Phor is like, oh, that's Nikki. And so she was like, I'm naked. And then she was like, hi, Ryan, how you doing? And Ryan was like, okay, Ryan's covering his eyes. And so then, you know, Nikki was like, hi, new guy, hi, new friend. And so now Phor is trying to get some, and Nikki was like, you didn't come home, blah. And he was like, how come you didn't call me? How come you didn't tell me you was coming? You came to the club, you could have chopped it up with us, you know. She was like, it was supposed to be a surprise. And she was like, now you ain't getting them. So I'm glad Nikki didn't go off or get mad. I'm so glad that Phor didn't have a bunch of women come home with him, maybe just to party, because it seemed like they was ready to keep chilling, you know. Ryan had this old big ass bottle of Hennessy. So that situation's over in California. So we get back to the shop. And so once we get back to the shop, and everything seems cool, everything's going. And so, but you know, Cobra, she comes back to the shop. She's still not happy. She sees Reese and she's feeling a certain type of way. And she was like, yo, I just can't believe this. She don't really like Reese. For some reason, she can't stand her. She don't like her. They're calling each other's names. Not really calling each other's names. They're not really talking to each other, but she's feeling a certain type of way. And she's feeling bad mojo. She's feeling bad energy. And she just walked off. And she's just like, she can't take this. Like, something's going to go down. Something's going to happen with that situation. But it seems like Reese is a down-ass person that, you know, maybe her and Cobra can work it out, because they don't need to fight from spots, because they're already short tattoo artists. But I think maybe Lily might, not Lily, but Cobra might feel a certain type of way, because, you know, she's not like one of the people that are in charge, the like owners of the shop. And since she's been gone, she's kind of like out of the loop, and she's probably feeling abandoned too. And she's probably feeling like, damn, I came back to these people and they ain't even my peoples, because last season they were all cool. They were all cool. Everything was good. So Lily's telling Cobra, yo, bro, why you tripping? Why you tripping? And she was like, yo, she just bounced. Peace. I'm out. One love.